Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's 9th film. It's good, man. I liked it quite a bit, but by far the most impressive part of the film is Leonardo freaking DiCaprio. And I'm not saying this as a fanboy, I'm not a Leo loyalist. I say it because he won me over in that flick, due to how seamlessly, as an actor, he pulled off playing an actor. Because of this, I think there's a strong chance that he may have secured another Oscar, or at least a nomination. Allow me to explain what I mean. But first, do me a solid and hit subscribe. It would mean a lot. I'm sensitive! So, in the film, Leo plays a character named Rick Dalton.
To my right is Bounty Law series lead and Jake Cahill himself, Rick Dalton.
He's an actor known for his Western TV show, and he's kind of being left behind in the industry.
It's official, old buddy. Well, has been.
While others like him, such as Steve McQueen, are moving on to big movies and becoming household names, Rick is struggling to stay relevant. Well, we get to see quite a bit of Rick's acting in the film, and the subtlety in that performance is what really blew me away. So when Rick is in character in the movie, Leo can't play that scene the way that Leo would play it. He can't even simply play the scene the way that Rick would do it, which would be difficult enough. Leo is the kind of actor that has utilized method acting, which is something that Rick would scoff at. But Rick isn't a bad actor, not all the time. He's just different. Tarantino and DiCaprio said they ran with the fact that Rick might be undiagnosed bipolar. So when he's playing a character as Rick, Leo has to do it in line with whatever state of mind Rick might be in at that point in time. Now, there's one particular sequence in the film during which I realized how impressive Leo's performance really was. Rick is playing this villainous role, and it's not going well.
Line?
He's forgetting his lines, he's getting nervous, and we later find out that this is in part due to the fact that he had drank 8 whiskey sours. So Leo can't do Rick's scene as Leo, Leo can't do Rick's scene as Rick, Leo does the scene as a drunk, embarrassed Rick, switching back and forth between just being Rick and being Rick in character.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Tarantino does these long shots throughout the sequence, showing us just how subtle Leo's performance is. Without any drastic cuts, we can see Leo seamlessly drift from Rick to nervous Rick to Rick while in character. It's like actor inception. Leo's not just getting into the mind of his character, he's getting into the mind of Rick's character the way that Rick would do it, while Rick is in a very particular mental state. So in the film, Rick then goes back to his trailer and gives himself a little pep talk.
Embarrass yourself like that in front of all those goddamn people.
When he comes back to set, he crushes a scene, just kills it, after which we get this moment.
That was the best acting I've ever seen in my whole life.
Like you. Rick fucking Dalton.
But again, he doesn't crush the scene the way that Leo would. He crushes the scene the way that Rick would.
You're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget it.
Effortlessly drifting in and out of a character's character within one scene must be incredibly difficult to do, and the Academy seems to be aware of this. Emma Stone won her first Academy Award for La La Land.
I don't like the fissure on the GT scan. Did you test for achromatopsia? DOA on 23rd, perp laughing his face off at the PD. Damn Miranda rights.
In that scene, Emma Stone isn't auditioning the way that Emma Stone would do it. She's doing it the way that Mia would at that particular point in time. Edward Norton was nominated for an Academy Award for the first time in 16 years after playing a stage actor in Birdman.
Right. Come on, don't talk about it, just vote. Hey, I'm the wrong person to ask, right? I don't even know the guy, okay? What's your point?
What's my point?
Yeah, what's your point? What are you saying? Spit it out.
Oh.
You're saying what?
Oh.
What are you saying? You're saying love is absolute.
Yes! Yes! The kind of love that I'm talking about, it is absolute!
Once again, long shots during which he drifts in and out of character, playing the part the way his character Mike would, not the way that Norton would. Then once Mike's scene ends, Norton is still in character, of course. The subtlety of this transition from the scene to the scene within a scene is insane.
You don't try to kill people.
Yeah, good.
It's so subtle that if you're not paying attention, you almost can't tell when his character Mike is acting and when he's not. Why? Because Mike, Norton's character in the film, is a notoriously good actor, and he had to play him as such. Boom. These aren't the types of roles during which actors can just basically play themselves, which is something you see a lot of in film.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention earlier that Robert Downey Jr. was also nominated for an Oscar following that performance. Yes, I am serious. Just like Norton, it was the first time in 16 years. There's also the fact that industry people, like the Academy members, notoriously love stories about the industry. So, despite countless other examples of this, Leo's performance in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is perhaps the most impressive I've ever seen. Do you agree? Is this DiCaprio's best performance of all time? Will the Academy take notice the way that I have? Please let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit subscribe because CinemaBlend is producing dope stuff on the regular. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.